And welcome everybody to the Kyle the Pug Sports Review Show, episode number 4. Wednesday, episode number 3 was taking place. I kind of messed up with that, but right now today is a Friday and it's episode number 4, and we got the hottest topics going around in sports currently, as of right now, on this rainy it's rainy Friday it is afternoon for most people, and like on the East Coast, but we're on here though, we're still in the morning, it's still, the day's still fresh, and we got a long way to go today. So anyways, that being said, welcome to the show. I am Kyle the Pug, aka Kyle Lodi, and this individual has to wake up to churn butter at 4 a.m. in the morning and also read his Book of Mormon like a good boy. It's Cowboy Nick. Say hello, Cowboy.
How y'all doing? Y'all be blessed tonight. And I don't churn butter, I
just churn it good. Churn it real good, Lockmiller. That's all I gotta tell you.
All I have to say to that is wow.
That was so stupid, but anyways. Churn it good. Oh, we're already not even like 2 minutes in the show, and we're already just messing with each other. But anyways, so we're gonna start off with, of course, Steve Kerr saying that Steph Curry has a slight chance to play in Game 4, but he is out in Game 3. So we're going to get more into that. So, as I said, Steph Curry will not play in Game 3 of the Western Conference semifinals against the Portland Trail Blazers. The Warriors head coach, Steve Kerr mentioned, during an interview on the Dan Patrick Show. So, Kerr also said that Curry, who had missed Golden State's last 3 playoff games because of his sprained knee, will have a slight chance, like I said, with Game 4. So, and this is what Kerr said on the Dan Patrick Show, what he told Dan Patrick, and I quote, "Maybe a slight chance on Monday if he gets great work in the next few days," unquote. So what do you think about this rumor of news, if Curry's actually going to have a chance to play? I mean, what do you think about all this?
I like that. I like that thought that Curry might have it, might be able to get back into the game and have some fun. Plus the fact that he's on the Dan Patrick Show.
Well, that was Steve Kerr, actually, but not Steph Curry.
It's on the show, but I wouldn't be on that show because the show kicks ass. I love watching that show anyway. But anyway, good for him. I hope he gets a chance to play. Because I know he wants to. He needs it. He wants it. He's like sitting there on the sidelines, like, I need it. I want it. I must have it. And just give Curry back and give Golden State that chance to dominate once again. Kyle?
All right, well, I'm going to get into a couple of stats here really quick. So I'll give you like a couple of stats of what the Warriors have done without Curry in the postseason. So they have gone 5-1 in 6 games in the postseason without Curry, who also missed 3 games in Golden State's first round series with the Houston Rockets, and the Warriors eliminated the Rockets, in 5 games. So basically, as a team, they can actually play together, like Andre Iguodala and Draymond Green, Klay Thompson. I mean, these guys, they all come together and they play as a group, and when you actually see them together playing with each other, they're really they're really fun to watch. Even without Curry on the court.
They are. It's just that they really did a lot of times, the Warriors have been stepping up with the loss of Curry. He's been stepping up, and the one thing I am going to say is that, honestly, I think this game does belong to the Warriors, for the fact that the Warriors have been using in the last games, they have been using their team efforts a lot, but they need to do a lot more with that. And hopefully, if Curry comes back, we'll see more of that.
All right, so when Curry does come back, though, will it make the Golden State Warriors even better than they were before?
Oh yeah, the fact that Curry is basically the captain and the boss of that team. Oh yeah, Curry will basically put the discipline on that team, and that team will see basically the golden pass, as they play.
That has to been that has to be the worst thing you've ever come up with.
I've come up with worse, but anyway, back to
One of the worst things. That's like not even a trend. But anyways, let's get to Steve Kerr's even more of his comments on what he said on the Dan Patrick Show, and I quote: "If he's ready to play, then that's based on what the trainers would tell me, and we will see that with our own eyes in practice. He hasn't practiced with us yet," unquote. So basically, what Curry is doing right now, he's basically trying to nurse himself, and he's hopefully trying to get ready to a point where he's going to be practicing with the team sometime over the weekend.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. To get back into practice, to get yourself energized and rehabilitated, and that's a great thing to do. And one thing I'm going to say is this: that he is wanting to be on that show because everyone is wanting to be on that show.
I mean, there's a situation where there's a bunch of other shows that are actually, a little bit better. I'm not saying they are, but I would say, the Gary Radnich show, the local radio station, and then you have, of course, that's the KMBR 680 station. If you guys didn't know that here in California, that's kind of big in the local Northern California Bay Area type of deal, like a little bit west beyond our location. And, of course, we have the Sacramento radio station. I'm not saying they're better, but KLAC, there's another radio station show, like ESPN Radio, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's a bunch of other shows. I mean, I'm not saying, Dan Patrick shows like them. I mean, it's a good show. I like it, but there's a bunch of other shows out there that are better. But that's just going a little bit off topic. But anyways, hold on. Let me finish here. Wait a minute. Block Miller, shut up for a second. Anyways, so going back to Curry really quick. I mean, with my opinions on this matter, once he comes back, I believe. I mean, I think he's going to take control of the lineup, and not like take control all the way, but he does want to get his teammates involved. So I mean, there'll be a lot of 3-point shots. I mean, he'll probably try to go from like half court range, maybe full court range for that matter. Who knows? I'm just joking. He probably wouldn't do that, but wouldn't be surprised if he did though. But anyways, going back to Curry, like I said, he's gonna take control like sooner or later. He's gonna try to get his teammates involved. I mean, there is no question about that.
Oh yeah. The other thing that I'm also looking at with this team as well, and I'm just saying this, he's doing phenomenal for me ever since with what happened with Curry, is Draymond Green. That guy is
Draymond Green, of course. I just mentioned him like a few minutes ago.
Yes, but he is. But what I'm saying is, ever since Curry got hurt, he has been trying to fill Curry's fill the spot that Curry left, and I think he's doing a phenomenal job of that.
Well, everybody's doing a phenomenal job. Not just, him, but Klay Thompson, of course, Andre Iguodala as well.
Yeah, exactly. And I think well, what I'm thinking is, once Curry gets back in, it's going to add that extra push to the team, and we're going to see the Warriors maybe finishing the season with one of their best records they've ever had.
Well, then again, in the regular season, they broke the Chicago Bulls regular season records by at least one win, so they have the most wins of any other team in a single season history. But that was in the regular season. We're talking about the postseason here, because these are entirely two different things once you're looking at it correctly.
Right.
So, like I said, I mean, if they actually keep up, the most dominant team so far in the playoffs, I believe, and not just, Golden State's, great and everything without Steve Kerr, but this healthy Cleveland Cavaliers lineup, I'm going to go to them really quick before we move on to the next topic. I mean, the way they've been dominating the East Coast, it was kind of expected, really. And what's LeBron James, Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, everybody else, Nick, don't make me hang up. I'll hang up. I'm not done talking. I'm not done. No. Bye-bye. All right. So, as I was saying, I mean, with that lineup in hand, with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and with everybody else healthy, I mean, it's definitely going to be a moment where it's definitely going to be one of those moments where once that team is actually healthy, they're gonna be really, really dominant. So I apologize for that, Nick, but that was your punishment. So now you got the floor to talk.
Okay, but yes, the Cavaliers are going to be a good team. Are going to be good in the East. But I'm going to say this. Okay, they may not be the top team as the Cavaliers are the top team in the East, but a team that is showing that they can be a good team and they are performing well. And you have to look at this. And I know you're going to probably say, I don't know, but you have to look at this. Is the fact you have to look at what the Raptors have done in last night at home on their home court and be able
All right, well,
do what they did to the Heat and making the series tied 1-1 and bringing it back to Miami with a 1-1 series in Game 3 for Saturday, and the fact that Toronto is learning from the mistakes that they have been making and learning to make their team even better. So as it goes through the weeks, the team builds and becomes better, and we're going to see the Raptors probably wind up facing the Cavaliers in the final game. But what I'm saying is, don't underestimate teams like Toronto. Kyle?
all right, so we got to move on here really quick. We're kind of a little bit falling behind here. So we're going to switch to baseball here really quick before Cowboy Nick says anything more useless. So Angels ace Garrett Richards has a torn ligament in his pitching elbow. In other words, he's expected to have Tommy John surgery, so he's going to be out for the rest of the season. So he had already been scratched from his scheduled start on from Friday because of fatigue and dehydration. So the elbow tear was first reported by Friday on Yahoo Sports, and if he undergoes surgery, Richards would have to miss the rest of the season and a significant portion of next season as well. So basically, in 6 starts, he is 1-3 this season with a 2.34 ERA over, like I said, 6 starts. So before the season, the Angels avoided money talks with Richards by agreeing to a 1-year deal worth $6.425 million. So Richards went 15-12 with his 3.65 ERA from the Angels last season, and he also shined in his 2014 in his first year as a regular big league starter, as he went 13-4 with a 2.61 ERA before a season-ending injury. So this is unfortunate to have a pitcher such as this guy, who is really solid, I believe, for the Angels, just go out like that with Tommy John surgery. I mean, it's never fun.
No, Tommy John surgery is surgery that no one wants to talk about, no one wants to get. When you are diagnosed and have to have Tommy John surgery, that basically what you're saying is, I will watch you guys on TV. I love you guys, but I will see you next year.
Yeah, this is that injury takes over at least over 12 months to recover.
Yes, and when you're and not only that, but when you're in recovery, the medications and the therapies you have to take with that surgery is basically that is another pain blood that you have to go through, and it's just like one of the.
I mean, after the surgery, you're probably going to feel tons and tons of pain. I will tell you that. But during but even before the surgery, they'll probably drug you with something so that way you can fall asleep during the surgery.
Oh yeah. You know that to prep for the surgery, they're going to put you on a lot of special drugs that help for the surgery as well.
Yeah, thank God I had never had to go through any of that in my life, but
I would never wish that on anybody. I would never wish Tommy John surgery on anybody.
well, obviously not. But I'm saying, personally in my life, I've never actually had experienced it. Thank the Lord. But as you said, though, you are right. You never wish for that on anybody, especially with let's say a Cubs pitcher gets hurt, let's say Jake Arrieta, for example. We talked about it numerous times. I mean, what would happen if he actually did get Tommy John surgery, for that matter?
I would honestly pray that he heals, and I'll see him next year.
Well, of course, that's not going to be happening anytime soon with his absolute dominance. But what if Tom Brady had a similar injury to that?
I would pray that if he had that too. I will pray that he gets better, and I will see him next year. I will see him next year.
Well, his number of years is actually limiting. So I would, if I was you, I mean, if he had like a arm throwing problems or something like that, then he would probably call it an NFL career since he's getting up there for his age too. And that's basically, but basically back to the Garrett Richards thing. I mean, I've actually watched him, pitch. I mean, he's actually a really decent pitcher to watch. But like I said, I actually wanted to get, the Angels jersey just because it has Richards on the back of the jersey, just for last name reasons. But anyways, I mean, the guy can actually really pitch, though, if you've seen him play.
Yeah, I have seen him play. I have seen his pitching. I have seen his performance. That guy, like one of my favorite pitches of his, by the way, too, is that crooked curveball that he throws that always everyone ever did. Like every time he throws, no one that was ever soon to be able to hit it. So.
Yeah, it's kind of like I wouldn't say it's similar to Kershaw's. Kershaw's got a more curveball that makes people chase in the dirt, but he's got a similar curveball to it. And I said similar twice, I don't know why, but his curveball is more of like it has like a little arch compared to Kershaw's, I believe.
Yes, it does. It comes up about 3 inches compared to Kershaw's.
I mean, honestly, I'm actually a huge fan of that guy, and like I said, it's just absolutely devastating just to see somebody go down like that.
Oh yeah.
Especially when you're a young guy, at the age of 27 too, and first off, as the thing says, you've been scratched, due to fatigue and dehydration, and then you have of course this happening to you with the Tommy John surgery, and of course he in his pitching elbow, he has a torn ligament in his pitching elbow, and that's why he's required to have Tommy John surgery. I mean, this happens to you in real life, you're gonna be on the shelf for quite some time.
You're basically fucked for a long, long time.
Because
you can't lift it, because even after this, like from what I've heard in Tommy John surgery, you can't lift anything with that, but you're not allowed to lift anything. You have to, your arm has to stay in one of those slings for a couple of months, and you have to go through months and months of therapy.
not just mental therapy, but a lot of physical therapy as well.
Yeah, and that totally sucks.
Yeah, and that would be the worst part about that. I mean, you got to start small though when you're going into therapy. Then you just work your way up, really.
Pretty much, yeah. But the fact that you have to keep you're not allowed to hold, like basically hold or lift anything, then you have to keep your arm in a sling for like that many months. It's just like, oh.
How would you feel if you were in that situation?
I would probably wind up. Even though I'm not like that kind of person, I would probably wind up hating myself.
No, you wouldn't.
I might, because if you have Tommy John surgery, God.
Well, you're just gonna have to man up and endure the pain.
That's like going into a Viet Cong prison and getting electrocuted and shit. It's horrible.
Well, like I said, you can man up. You're a young kid. You can still fight it out, even if you had that injury.
Yeah, but it's still the fact that like when he eats his dinner and stuff, he has to use the opposite hand for which he normally would use and stuff, and just.
And there's nothing wrong with eating dinner with the opposite hand either. It's just going to be really difficult.
Yes. Like if you're eating a steak, you have to cut the steak. You can't.
You're going to have to eat it whole then.
Fork and a knife. You have to use the knife like both your hands. You have to use both of those tools.
Or you can slice it into thin strips and then you can take just the fork and eat it that way.
Yeah, so you have to do things like that. So.
I mean, honestly, as I said, I don't know where to start with this. I mean, don't know where to end. But all I have to say is get well, man. Have a speedy recovery. And hopefully we can see you back on the field sometime next season. Maybe a little like beyond May, next year of May 2017.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say, honestly. But Anyways, we're going to move on here with, of course, our next topic of the show, or our final topic, I should say, actually, is, of course, the NHL Stanley Cup Playoff update, and I'm going to leave this to Cowboy Nick, so off you go.
Oh, and what a game, and what games, and what beautiful games we had last night. Also, folks, I'm going to let you know this as well. On Facebook as well, if you're curious to know this, we have a simple page. It's not very much. It's just a simple topic page. It's called Kyle and Nick's Sports Madness. If you'd like to.
Wait, I wasn't notified of this.
I finished it, got it up yesterday. I sent you an email about
it. I never got any email about it, actually.
My internet was acting weird yesterday, so I don't know if you got it.
No, I did not. So
anyway,
you should have told me ahead of time. And nobody's going to go to that channel anyways, so.
But I got it up there. It's just a simple page for you fans and everything like that. It has simple sports topics that Kyle as well. You can go in there and just talk about simple sports topics, or just talk about like your favorite team, or say, or you go in there, oh yeah, I went to the game last night and just had a great time, that enjoyed yourself, and just talk about how much you enjoyed yourself and things like that. But anyway, we're gonna go on to these two games that happened last night. And the two games that we had last night, we had the Stars and the Blues. The Blues were home. We had the Predators and the Sharks once again. So this is pretty much going into a pretty good series. But right now, as we look at it, we have game 4 last night for the Blues and the Stars. And the games went into overtime. And the Blues, for the longest time, were holding the lead with a 2-1 lead over the Stars. And the Blues were just pounding the Stars last night. I just like watching both games, both Toronto and the Blues game and just watching them on TV. And the Blues pounded the Stars just immensely. 3-star Dallas Stars players were injured. And as the game went into the second, the Stars picked up their pace and took the lead over the Blues with a 2-3 lead in the game, with a 2-2 tie. And then as the game went into the third, both teams were not scoring on anyone. No one could get a score. No one could do what they had to do. And the game went into overtime. And then finally, the Stars were able, as the Blues pulled their goalie just to try to get that extra player, and what he tried to do, just to get the win. The Stars basically come in, and with Rick Ford basically goes and scores the final goal, which won the game for the Dallas Stars, and the Blues lost, and now the series game 4 is tied 2-2. And as we go into the Sharks and Predators, the Sharks and Predators series is tied at 2 games apiece. But the fact is, the Sharks last night, the game went into 3 overtimes because these teams were just watching these games. The teams were just blocking. You didn't see a score hardly ever. And then finally, it happened again. The Sharks pulled their goalie, and the Predators just basically slapstick, got the ball and just slapped it, and got the shot, and it went from the middle of the ice across and just slid into the Sharks' goal, and the Predators won that game. And tonight's games, which are going to be great games tonight, we'll be having this game is game 4, so tonight is game 4. We'll be having the Lightning and the Islanders facing off against each other, and the Islanders will be the home team, and we'll be having a pretty good series, but for the most part, this game is probably going to wind up going to the Lightning by the most likely a 4-1 win in this game tonight. And then Saturday, we'll be having 3 games, and we'll be having these games will both. Two will be on NBC, one will be on NBC Sportsnet. And these games are going to be great. I know Kyle might watch one, but I'm not going to say which one that will be. But these games are going to wind up being, once again, it's going to be the Blues and the Dallas Stars again with a 2-game, but it'll be Game 5, and it will be it's a 2. The series is tied at 2 in this one, and we have the Penguins and Capitals, which is basically Penguins leading 3-1 against the Capitals in this series. And then we have another 2-game, another series tied with 2 games apiece for both 2 games for the Sharks and 2 games for the National Predators. And this game will be in San Jose, so these games are going to go out to basically look good. And in these games, I'm going to go, I have to say, for the Sharks and the Predators, I'm going to go with the Sharks to take a victory in this game, and hopefully, if everything goes well, maybe get that lead, the big lead, if possible, take the big lead. I'm going to also say, the Blues hopefully can get a victory in this one, because I have to give respect to the St. Louis Blues for the fact that they are pushing so hard to try to get this, and I hope that they can. And then I'm going to say that it's going to be in this one, unfortunately, I have to say it's going to go to the Penguins, and I think that the fact that the Penguins are really, really, really disciplined is what's going to lead them to victory. So with that, don't forget to come on Facebook and go ahead and go onto the Sports Madness page. Kyle, Cowboy Nick Sports Madness page. Post your comments. Talk about what you like about your teams. Talk about what you enjoy doing at the games, things like that. Place your videos, place your comments. Go ahead and do that. Come on over to our YouTube sports page, the Kyle Pug Sports, and take a look at some of our videos there. And go ahead and give us your picks for these games and tonight's game with the Lightning and the Islanders as well. Kyle, back to you.
All right, just a little stat right here. When Cowboy Nick is picking the Sharks, he is 0-2, so it's kind of a curse.
Yes, but it's just something I have to do. And what do you think?
No, I'm just saying, like, usually you would try to go the other way around, though, as the normal Cowboy Nick would do. But I'm kind of surprised that you want to break the curse, so don't really blame you there. But anyways, so that's going to do it for our show, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this 30-minute review show of episode number 4 on Kyle the Pug Sports YouTube channel, which will be, uploading, like in an hour or so, probably from the time this recording ends. So gotta do a couple editing things, whatever. But anyways, that's going to do it for today. I'm Kyle the Pug, a.k.a. Combo. You can call me whatever, it doesn't matter. And, of course, we have the butter-churning Mormon himself, Cowboy Nick.
Yeah, and don't forget to take a look at sport, like I said, on Facebook, to look at the Kyle and Cowboy Nick Sports Madness pages. Like I said, post whatever you like. It's all.
In other words, when Cowboy Nick decides to make things, nobody's going to go over there. Maybe except 2 people. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's show. That's Cowboy Nick. I'm Kyle the Pug. Have a good day, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. And as always, stay safe.